So let me start with the new topic now. So in the last video we have seen uh, pop-ups, and we have seen action bar options, menu options, everything menu has got. Now we are going forward for dialog boxes. So dialog is a small window that prompts user to make a decision or enter additional information. A dialog does not fill the screen and is normally used for events that requires user to take action before they can proceed. Okay, so dialog box is nothing but a user input before taking any action. Okay, so there are four types of dialog boxes in Android. One is alert dialog. So this dialog is used to show a title, buttons, maximum 3 buttons we have allowed, a list of selectable items, or a custom layout. So alert dialogs is nothing but this first dialog is nothing but alert dialog, okay, where you have 3 buttons, title, subtitle, like that. Date picker dialog. So this dialog provides us with a predefined UI that allows user to select a date. So date picker dialog is this. Okay, time picker dialog. This dialog provides a predefined UI that allows user to select a suitable time. This is time picker dialog. And a custom dialog. You can create your own custom dialog with custom characteristics. This is a custom dialog where you can populate any type of layout as a dialog box, and you can provide and treat it as a dialog by creating a custom layout. Okay, so let's go to the Android Studio and check what and how dialog box works. So very first dialog box we are going to look into is alert dialog. So I will go into my activity, and here I will add one text view. In text view I will do match parent, height is wrap content, text size will be 20 sp and text will be demo dialog app. Okay, gravity will be center and layout gravity also is center. Okay, so this is my demo dialog. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, whenever a user clicks back button on the screen, he will be notified whether he want to exit the application or not. Okay, whether he wants to exit the application or not. So what we will do is, for that we need to override on backpress method. So this method will give you trigger, or this method will execute whenever backpress is clicked, the back button on the main screen is clicked. Okay, so what we will do is, we will comment this super dot on backpress. Now alert dialog we want to create. So alert dialog, let's go to the documentation. Let's understand what the documentation says. So this is the documentation for alert dialogs, and so it extend dialog class and implement dialog interface, a subclass of dialog that can display 1, 2 or 3 buttons. If you want to display a string in the dialog box, use set message method. If you want to display a more complex view, look up to the frame layout called custom and add it to a view. Okay, so we don't want to do that. So alert dialog class take care of automatic setting, Windows Manager, flag alt focusable, based on whether views within. Okay, okay, no problem with that. So we have a nested class alert dialog builder, which will be used to create alert dialog, and alert dialog basically needs these things: context, cancelable, and on click listener. So this constructor we are going to use, where context will be passed if cancelable or not. The meaning of cancelable is if you click outside somewhere on the screen other than dialog box, so that dialog box will get cancelled. And if you pass this variables as false, then the dialog box will be only gets cancelled by clicking the buttons and not by clicking outside area rather than the dialog box. And this is the on click listener, cancel listener, basically on cancel listener. So we can use this also and we can use this also, no problem with that. So buttons, get button, get list view, set button we have, set icon we have. So on create is also there, protective method. So let's do one thing, let's go to the Android Studio, and here I will create alert dialog dot builder. Okay, and here new alert dialog builder, and I will pass the context, which is this. Now this builder pattern is used here for alert dialog building. So builder dot set message. Okay, and I will write, do you want to exit? Okay, builder dot set title also we can pass, and we will write alert. Then we will pass cancelable we had, right? Builder dot set cancelable. I will provide false here. I don't want to cancel it by clicking outside anywhere. And now we will create two buttons. So builder dot set icon, set multiple choice items, set negative button we have, in which first parameter is your text. So do you want to cancel exit? No. And here new on click listener, where on click is executed. And builder dot set positive button, I will say yes. Instead of yes, I will write exit and new dialog this. Okay, so this is my this, but there is one more button, neutral button, set neutral button also. Okay, that also you can set, but we don't need it right now. You can set it anytime we want. Okay, now I will do one thing. I will do builder dot create. Now see, builder dot create, it returns you alert dialog class type object, right? It returns you object of alert dialog. So you need to catch it. You need to catch it as the alert dialog class object. So I will write dialog. Okay, no dialog. Okay, right, dialog. Okay, and here what you need to do is, once your dialog is created, or once your alert dialog is created, I will use dialog dot show. So this show method, it will actually show the dialog box onto the screen. Now if this negative button is used, suppose builder dot set negative button, do you want to exit? If we write no, then we will do what? Dialog dot cancel. Dialog dot cancel. Okay, one second, there is a dialog interface cancel, right? And if he says yes, exit, then also we will show a toast, user wants to exit. And here we will do what? We will do this cancel also. So we are not exactly going to quit the application, but we will do what? We will do cancel here. Dialog interface cancel here, cancel here. It's just that we want to exit, so we will click on exit here. Okay, so this is how your dialog is created. So alert dialog builder is used to build the dialog box, and Alert dialog is the actual process or actual way to execute your dialog. Here you can use anything with the dialog. See, if you use dialog dot, if you can see method, see get button is there, set message, set title. For builder also set title they have given, but here for dialog also they have given. On back press is get button is there, get list view is there, on key up, on down, set button is also you can do. So int which button means button dot positive button, negative button, neutral button, that you can do. Custom title, set icon, set view also you can do. Okay, so there are different methods. Find view by ID is also there. Why find view by ID is there? Because if you create your custom layout, then to identify the buttons or any view components from into that layout, you will use find view by ID for that. So let's try to run this and let's check how it looks. So our application is running here, and as you can see, if I back press here, it will show me alert, do you want to exit? If I say no, dialog box will be closed. Then if I press back again, it will say exit, user wants to exit. We have closed the dialog box, but we have not closed the application. Okay, so this is how alert dialog box is created. So to develop the alert dialog box, you need to create alert dialog builder class, and that builder class, it will build all the information you want for that alert dialog. Once you execute builder.create, it will give you alert dialog, and that dialog box you can show and hide wherever you want. Okay, and in this on click you will get dialog interface view. So this is the dialog interface, that means the dialog box view, which you can use anywhere into the method, because directly you cannot use this dialog method inside this overridden method, on click method. Okay, now this was our alert dialog. Now let's go to the date picker dialog. Okay, let's go to the date picker dialog. So here what I will do is I will create one button, which is I will create a button name, button width will be match parent, height will be wrap content, and text size, gravity, this everything I will add for that button as same, and the text will be date picker. And one more button I will add, which is time picker. Now I will give ID to this, which is button time picker, and I will copy this ID, I will paste it here, and I will write button date picker. So I have button time picker, button date picker. So here I will add two buttons, button date picker. So button date picker, button time picker. Okay, and here button date picker equal to find view by ID, r.id dot button date picker, and like that button time picker. Okay, so I will have button date picker dot set on click listener, and similarly I have button time picker dot set on click listener. Okay, so here I will show time date, and here I will show time. So now we want to show date picker, and how we are going to show is we are going to use calendar instance as the object to show the date picker dialog. So I will write one method here, void show date picker. Okay, and I will execute this method show date picker. Okay, so here in this method what I will do is I will use one calendar class object, which is Java util calendar and calendar dot get instance. Okay, so it will give me calendar class object, and this calendar class object is from java.util package. Okay, now I want to check year first. I will take year first. Calendar dot get calendar dot year. So this is how we get calendar year. Okay, and int month equal to calendar dot get calendar dot month. Okay, and likewise I will get day, and here now there are two types of days, so I will take day of month. Okay, so I have taken year, month and day. Why I have taken this year, month and day? So that I can set and set it to the desired view. Now one important thing we need to do here is I will take date picker dialog. This is the main important thing here, date picker dialog, and I will create instance for date picker dialog. Now into this, see, date picker dialog, I have these many constructors where context is passed, on date set listener is passed, and int year, month and day of month is passed. Now why this int day, year, month is passed? Because it is a default date to be shown. So I will take that constructor. So here what I need to pass now, I need to pass this as the context and on date set listener. So new on date set listener. Okay, and after new date set listener I want to pass year, month and day. These are the default date to be shown. These are the default date to be shown. Okay, and at the end I will do what? Dialog dot show. Dialog dot show. Which dialog? This date picker dialog dot show. Now into the date set, on date set, this is the method on date set. This will execute whenever the user selects the date and clicks on OK button. Whenever user select the date and click on OK button. Now at that time what I want to do is I want to set the button text to same as date. So I will write button date picker dot set text. Button date picker dot set text. Now what I want to do is I want to set month, day and year, or day, month, year, like that. Okay, so how I want to do that, I will set like this also. See, this is your I1, this is actually your year. You can rename it always, no problem with that. This is your month and this is your day. Okay, so instead of like this I will write underscore, because the names are same outside this method also. So just for the confusion I will write underscore. So I can write like this also, day concatenate plus slash month, okay, plus double quote slash underscore year. I can write like this also, but what I will prefer is I will write the parameters as the string. So I will do string dot format and I will write the format %d, okay, %d, which here I will put slash %d slash %d, and after the string dot format I will write day comma month plus 1, because day of month starts from 0 here. In Android, day of month starts from 0, okay, and year. So this is how I have set my day of month, okay, day, month and year. To whom? To the button date picker text. So how I have created date picker? First I have created calendar instance, and with the calendar instance I have received the current year, month and day of month. This is current date, and this current date will be set as a default date to the date picker dialog. Whatever date picker dialog it will show, it will set date as default date, as the today's date. And whenever we select that date, on date set method will execute, and it will give us year, month and day, and that year, month and day we will rename as the button text, okay. And after that I have written dialog.show. Why? Because it will execute in show date picker method. Here show date picker method is executed, and into this at the end we will show the dialog, okay. So now let's try to run this application. Let's see how it works. Okay, so our application is running, and let me click to the date picker button, and it will show me the calendar, right? Now if you click on this 2023, it will show you all the years. So suppose I select 2019, and if I click on this month arrow, it will show me all the months, right? So I am selecting July, or let me select February, and now here I will select 14th. So 14th Feb, and it will be set to OK. So here what mistake we have done is we have set this to the current year. Here we supposed to do underscore. We supposed to use underscore because we have to use these variables, and accidentally we are using these variables. So that is why it is setting date as the current date. Okay, let me run this application again. So we do you understand what mistake we have done here? On date set method we will receive year, month and day. The name of variable starts from underscore, and into the set text method for button we have not used underscore. We have used int year, month, day, which is the current year, month and day. But what we have to set here is what user has selected, what that we have to set, so that we will receive here into these parameters, but accidentally we did not use those parameters. So now the app is running again, and date picker I will go again. I will go some 2001, and I will go January 26 2001. Let's click OK, and if you can see 26 Jan 2002. Okay, here 2002 is coming. Maybe we have to okay, so I selected 2002 by mistake, so 2020 it is coming. And if you go to any other 2005, let's go 2005 and May 12 2005. Okay, so it is 2006 coming. So here you need to reduce this year from your date, because into this parameter it is giving me year of I think year, week of year and day of year is there, so they are giving +1 here, so you need to do -1 here. Okay, so this is how you will get date picker dialog. Okay, so what you need to do, I will repeat again. For date picker dialog, you need to get calendar instance with the current date. See, even if you don't give these parameters, it is okay. If you can give default parameters here, whatever you want, you don't need to give these parameters. Okay, you can use default parameters also. And the date picker dialog you need to initialize. First parameter is context, second parameter is date set listener, where on date set method is overridden. Into on date set you will get the date, or you will get the all parameters which user has selected, and from that user selected parameters you can process the data. Always remember, month is always given less, where year is always given higher. So -1 here you need to do, and month +1 you need to do. Then dialog.show. Which dialog? Date picker dialog.show method. It will show the date picker dialog. Okay, so This is how date picker dialog will be used. So in the next video I will show you time picker dialog and custom dialogs.